Living in alignment. What does that even mean? And how do you know if you're living in alignment? How do you know if you are just performing or if you're aligned and you're headed on the path of who you are always meant to be? My name is Karissa Dean. I'm a certified life and business coach. And today I want to talk about what alignment actually feels like and what it can look like for you when you start to discover alignment. I have had the divine pleasure of coaching female entrepreneurs and executives, which includes the beautiful women who stay at home and make all of our lives function, those moms. And in the line of work that I do, I meet a lot of entrepreneurs and executives who are performing. They're just trying to measure up to the men. They're trying to measure up to the beliefs that they've cultivated for themselves. They're trying to measure up to society's measuring stick, that keeping up with the Joneses versus living in my purpose, living in alignment. You can see these people and you can call them out immediately because you'll see them being busy and they're constantly filling their plate with more than they know they can handle. And that is like the key difference in knowing whether or not you're performing or living in alignment is, what are you saying yes to? Why are you saying yes to those things? And what's the benefit? Is it really benefiting you, or are you just performing? Are you trying to do it because someone told you to, or because you feel bad if you don't? When you know you're in alignment, your actions are inspired and energy flows very easily into those places. When you're performing, you're just like convoluting the whole thing. It's messy. It feels heavy. It's hard. It's complicated. You feel overwhelmed. You're fucking exhausted by the end of the day. Let's just put it that way. And so the women I work with who are living in their purpose and feeling really good about their lives are intentional. They're slowing down before they say yes. They're really thoughtful when they say no. And they consider the self in everything that they do. You see, because they know that if they abandon themselves, they're out of alignment and they're out of their purpose. And when you're out of alignment and you're out of your purpose, you're really no good to anyone. So it's only within the moments that we allow ourselves to gain clarity, to gather and be intentional about the yes, the no, the commitments. And we understand why we do the things that we do. That's the beauty. That's the magic. That's the secret sauce. Energy follows intention. So if your intention is to show up in the world and be a certain representation, your energy will follow that. So if your intention is to prove your neighbor wrong, to make more money than your old roommate, to have the fanciest car or the biggest house on the block, to have the best Instagram account and the most followers, your energy will follow that. And if it's aligned energy, if it's what you're meant to do in this world, it'll flow pretty easily. It'll come. Opportunities will come. Things will align. They'll fall into place. It'll feel kind of magical at moments. It won't always be easy. Not every day will be easy, but it will flow easier. But if it's not your purpose, if it's not your alignment, it's going to feel really freaking hard. And you're probably going to hit some roadblocks. And you're going to doubt yourself more than you rest your head on your pillow knowing that you did the best that you could. We are humans having a very human experience. It's not easy to be human. In fact, I would say many of us are out here performing because that's what we're programmed to do as humans. Being in your purpose means you allow yourself to slow down because you're not in a hurry to get anywhere because you're doing the things that you want to be doing. Your life is what you want. You don't feel the desire to chase anything outside of yourself because you're existing in the present moment and you are where you want to be. One of my favorite people always says to me all the time, I'm right where I want to be. And I always think about that. And it's not that this person's doing some grand thing, they're not Deepak Chopra out there saving the world. They're not, some big guru. They're not cultivating the new thing in tech, but they're present with themselves. They're honest with themselves. And I think they're pretty damn aligned. They're where they want to be. Purpose doesn't have to be big. You're enough, just as you are. Your purpose is right there. And if you can just slow down and remember that your intention has energy behind it. And if you're intending to prove someone something, it's probably going to take a lot more energy. So slow down. Do the thing that feels good. Take care of yourself. Come in. Come within. I've created a free download for you. It's a nervous system reset. I'd love for you to take a moment and check it out. Start there. Get curious about you. And remember, you're perfect just as you are. There's no need to perform. You're where you need to be.